The only independent voice of Liberia. No allegiance to any political party, organization, institution, or individual. Freedom FM 87.9, your best choice. The only independent voice of Liberia. No allegiance to any political party,
is so
organization,
to his mean to God.
institution,
This
or
man is a
individual.
deacon who
Freedom
goes to
FM
church without offering and
87.9,
practically
your best
begging
choice.
Jeremiah Kun. Now the speaker announces time for offerings. He turns to his wife for offering she doesn't have. He too doesn't have. He turns to Jeremiah Kun, and Jeremiah Kun slips it into his hand. Can you imagine this? I started mortgaging our country's future. It took 500 United States dollars from the Lebanese to renovate his home. Today, he's taking 10 million Liberian dollars and 200 bags of rice. Criminal of the president, Stanton to be the sole importer of rice in this country. You see what I was talking about? And he's not taking these gifts alone. His surrounding are also promising business people already.
An elected official is President-elect Joseph Boakai now elected official? He is, because he has been certificated by Election Commission. By virtue of being certificated by Election Commission, that means he is an elected official. They didn't say take office. You know, we were in the house, people were reading our constitution, our rules outside down. So when I take them to court, I always win them. So the point I want to justify for President-elect Joseph, let him elect Joseph Boakai more than me. Nobody elect Joseph Boakai. I want Joseph Boakai to do the.
Yeah, everybody will get president.
His Excellency Dr. George Manning Weah, President of the Republic of Liberia. Her Excellency Madam Joel Howard Taylor, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. Mr. President-elect Ambassador Joseph Nema Boakai, Vice President-elect Jeremiah Kun, members of the 55th Legislature, the peace and loving people of Liberia, I salute you. I am honored today to address you on the theme, Rebuilding Through Education. Since the end of Liberia's severe crisis, followed by the devastating Ebola outbreak and the most recent global threat, COVID-19, the government agencies, the education systems, and other sectors are still reconstructing. Taking the overwhelming rate of global development into account, Liberia, along with its literacy rate, is staggeringly behind the rest of the world, including many African nations. This fact isn't without irony, as Liberia is the oldest African republic and the first African nation to begin educating her citizens. Liberia has a...
But you see, in 2023, your resolution, you kept it for 2029. You refuse to work in the present, but you want to work in the future. There is no point. Why are you working for 2029 to work when the 2023 is here? So you miss it. In the 2024, do not be in 2024 and you're going to wait for 2029. You'll be losing out. Work now in the present. God gave you the ability, the possibility to work, to earn, to be great. If you say you're working for the future, that is not a promise. You have the same issue day in and day out. There's going to be no escape route because you have to prepare yourself. And the way you can do it is the space like that. If you get that space and you refuse and you're waiting, you know, today technology advanced. What is going on? to look for possibility. You're waiting for 2024.
President George Weah gives farewell address.
My fellow Liberians, as I speak to you tonight on the eve of another consequential political transitions in recent history of our beloved nation, I am filled with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president and commander-in-chief for the past 6 years. Together, in 2018, we embarked on a journey to build a united, peaceful, and prosperous Liberia. And I am deeply thankful for the trust and support you have bestowed upon me and my administration during my tenure. As we navigate the complexity of governance, your partnership was instrumental in the development and implementation of policies and programs that aim to bring progress and development to our great nation. Reflecting on the accomplishment of these 6 years,
Unity
let me
Party
tell you
extremely
that I am proud
that
of
when
what
other people
we have
say
achieved
the
together.
UB is broke, despite
We
the
have
fact
built
that they were
roads,
in power for 12
supported
years.
free,
Because
wise, and free tuition at high schools and public universities.
What's the first thing on your agenda as the president-elect of Liberia? Your entire government, I mean.
Well, first and foremost, the Liberians have been complaining, they've been yearning for many.
what Baga told the money for?
Yeah. What kind of chat? What kind of baby? What kind of money? Yeah, you got your fresh man. You got your fresh man.
Oh.
You got fresh.
So just a jacket to ask Baga where you got the money for? If that is it for?
Yes. You not got no right to ask what kind of baby? Huh?
But now president, now, anything do people sort of know they play get the money from?
No.
What they may ask?
No.
Oh.
No. It's not supposed to be like that.
How is it to be?
It's not supposed to be like
How
that.
you think it's supposed to be?
And you cannot get no right to ask workers. You must give me the money account or either way you get the money.
One of panel legislature, the outgoing government, you have the speaker from the building establishment.
That was then. That is what we frown against. And we see the Unity Party acting very lazy to say they want to go to court. Fonatic Kofa is a US
electronic and print media. They use everything to promulgate direct propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they gather us around the world. So investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people. President George Weah, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Boakai made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's task in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weah is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boakai, former Vice President Boakai, dropped in his heart, he collapsed. Almost died. It is that boy, because George Weah, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery and made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in a medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boakai, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president president boy. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, Peking, is using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and elected him. Maybe you call Joseph, George boy because of the age. Because Joseph Boyka is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy, in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boyka on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's what made him to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew him out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, you could have know you, but he did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. I cannot look at a battery man and elect you because any minute you could collapse. But you already say you want to be president and we know your record. You're on the top on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing at reading the comment section. John Balu said the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Balu was senator when in his county 5 wonderful Liberians gruesomely murdered. Their bodies were mutilated. He didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator whose name is enshrined in the TRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly carried out a massacre on the Kavala River, became a senator from in jail. He came from jail. That case died in Maryland. Senator Balu was senator. Senator Balu was senator when Kid Juba was killed. Senator Balu was senator.
You wherever you are, it's great joining us tonight right here on this very tide. And so we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health. With God being on our side, with no fear, no favor, here we are doing what we normally would do for country. And so together, we can make this country a great nation. No matter what the circumstances are, we have come through heated processes and we are still finding ourselves moving forward. We are forever grateful to the Almighty God for every and anything. And we think for sure we are right here together and we'll continue to work for the interest of our country. And so, folks, we're right here again. Welcome to what I would term as one of the night's fascinating show again. Indeed, I will try to share great thoughts, ideas about happenings of the day, and what are our own opinions and thoughts about it. And at a certain point in time, we'll open lines up so that you have your say as well as to what you think about your country, because your views expressed here is very much important for the forward march of our country. It's because of people like you. People are very careful in what they do in this country. If we were to remain silent, people are just going to be reckless. But despite though we know some are stubborn, but that stubbornness always catches up with them. And one thing I've always told people is that, for every time you are saying something about people, and it's like you are using a razor blade to gash them. So it is possible they will still move on, but that leaves an indelible mark, or it leaves an everlasting mark on them. So that mark is there. In the future, it is that mark they will identify them by and treat them. So today, like we told the We Are folks, we said to them that you may think that We Are is doing everything or whatever it is. We told the legs of how do you call the man said? How do you call him? One classic example is my own chief and Frank Musa Dian, really what they call it. But these are some of the things that when we talking and nothing is happening, it is that we are catching you. For every time we are catching you, and no marks will lead there. It leaves scars. Okay, very good. So it leaves mark on you. In the future, people will identify you by those marks and will determine whether they should reward you or not. Because while we are talking now, you think you are protected. Let's say, for instance, Joseph Yuman Boakan and his team, they are now in office. So if we talk about certain characters and the president does not listen, that character name that is being discussed, and whatever we are talking about that character, for out of that character to come on and say, no, that lie, all this, that you believe that because you are protected or you are loved by the president, you say, I don't care. You do whatever you want to do. Tomorrow it will haunt you. It will haunt you. Any recklessness you put, there's a time that it will come. All the things that people hearing about you, that nothing is happening now, something will happen tomorrow. So that's why you got to proceed with caution. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are. You can't do away with people saying things about you. But when that time shall come when they are saying it, tell them, say, what did they tell you that I ever did in the past? What did they tell you at that time that I did? So you will be able to tell them, and when you tell them that, they will be able to tell you, say, look, all those things they were talking, did they tell you, did they tell you? Then you can put up some defense for yourself. But for the fact that these things are there and it's happening, you just have to be very careful. And so we think that we are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there no matter what the circumstances are. Thanks so much, Tatos Gwe. I like you, my fantastic student. So you just posted there and said *799#. That's the code to play and get cash as you are listening to the program. You see how God can do things? All the years I've been doing the program, you're listening. Some of you didn't win anything. Father, you didn't even win. At least you can now sit down while you are listening. You play on your phone. You're doing your late thing. You will win your late stuff before the close of day. Before the close of the program, not even close of day. Before the close of the program. In fact, during the course of the program, you will begin to start getting your late thing into your phone. So just try to *799#. Sometimes the day that you reload until you win, that the time you get put it there one time straight, you just win. All the time you've been trying. It's not you try one time, you say today, I'll try one time, I just won. That's how it works. That's how life is. Sometimes on days you have gone to the office all of the time, you didn't get a call. But the day you are just weak and then you just decide to go there, you say, oh man, come. Today we're getting here. You say, what? All the other day I exerted effort, it didn't work. So you never stop trying. You got to keep, that's life. So you got to keep trying, keep doing what you can. The fact of the matter is that others are winning. That's the only hope you have. Others are winning and you're able to win because you are human like yourself. So it's it. And I don't want anybody to think that the Freedom Cash gave away the system that's doing that draw, we control it. No, we don't control the system. All right. So we don't control the system. And this other draw that we'll be doing here tonight, I will do it right on the screen and you will be able to see it. For we don't control the system. No, we don't. So I will do it right there and you will be able to see it. And so forth. I'll do it right here. You'll be able to see it. So we don't control the system. I see some of you say, oh, my man, why is it I don't win it? I don't control it. You see, I don't. If you are my man, say, if you control it, why should I prefer you over other people who are exerting their time? Why you can't think that way too? Anyway, welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do dare stay in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally, usually because of the pain that we're tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. But that sorry does not in any way mean that we regret our actions. So we are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there, no matter what the circumstances are. So the code is *799#. The moment you hit that, if you're just coming on and getting us, it is Freedom Cash Giveaway. In fact, I don't just want to call it Freedom Cash Giveaway, Freedom Instant Cash Giveaway. Instant Cash Giveaway. That's what it is. And so that you can get it. I think it's good for you. So when you hit that, *799#. If you can play, give it to somebody and they do it for you. It will still go to you in your phone. So whether you give it to the person to play for you, it will go in your phone. So don't get problem. Don't be too what they call. Get yourself ready. You'll be able to make sure that it works. You will still get it and in your phone. And yeah, the guy that want me to be corrupt. Yeah, I don't like that. So it's *799#, and then you just go to the drop menu. You see Freedom FM there. Go exactly to Freedom because it's about this time that is working. So go straight to Freedom, and then you hit on Freedom, and there you get it. So I think for sure, and the moment you enter, you hit Freedom, or you go to 11. 11 is where Freedom is, and then you hit that, and we think that it will be okay for all of us. Thanks so much. All right, so we are certainly getting there, and we will get there. No matter what the circumstances are, we will get there. And some of you, you're very much irresponsible and reckless. So like that, I can just block you. So what I can do to some people, I can just block them. Because you will not be me time a day and you expect me to just, what to call you and pick you up. No, I don't do that. So just somebody who follow hard and too. You see, though I follow hard and too, but sometimes too, some of you can be follow hard and too more than me. So all we can follow hard on each other. Yeah. So okay. What is this thing? I'm trying to. Okay. Good. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, so I want to show you something. Yeah, I want to show you something tonight. I'm just trying to show you it in no time. You'll see it. You'll see it for yourself because we are certainly getting there. So you can see it for yourself. So when you see something, okay. Where is this thing behaving like this? Let me put it in this file so that I can have it. Okay, good, brilliant. Okay, good. We get the other one here. Good, brilliant. All right. So let me say what's up to all of you. It's great joining us. We've gone 26 minutes up to after 8, and it's our official time. We're right here with it. So keep playing. We'll try to do the draws, and then you receive what you can in no time, and we'll try to share with you what we can, because we are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there. It's *799#, and you just hit on, then you go on. That's what it is. Over 542 persons already playing. So out of that, you'll be able to win. Just get it. You'll be able to win. Don't worry. All right. So we are certainly getting there. We'll get there. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. All right. So, folks, welcome. A lot of things happened today. I just like to share with you as they are. And oh man, Russia, oh, is that it? Yeah, Martina, is that yeah, we're getting there. Don't worry, we are getting there. Keep playing, you'll win, and you will share with me. The reason I pray for you to win is because you will share with me. So that's why I'm on it. Alexander Johnson, what's up? How's everything with you? I hope you're doing so fine. Keep playing, you will win. Don't worry. I want you to win before you can stop. Even if you intend stopping, win before you can stop. Don't do it. They say quitters are not winners. You know, anytime you quit, you never win. So never quit. I can see your text coming in, but never quit. You'll be able to win. Don't worry. We're getting there. Right? So all right. So there is a right here on this die. All right, folks. A lot of things happened and today. So we are certainly getting there, and it's about the governance of our country. You see, one thing about this country is that for every one of us, whether you like it or not, you're in opposition or you're in ruling position or whatever it is, this country is for all of us. The very people who are taking over the mantle of authority today, they are our brothers. They are our sisters. We wouldn't have sides. People wouldn't take sides. So you got to put it into your shoes. Now that had I won or had we won, what would have been the case? We would not have accepted, or we would not have expected people to have accepted us. So you have expected that people accept you, right? So why you can't put yourself in that? And people will obviously say what goes around comes around. So today I'm saying our young folks whom the president appointed, they now have opportunities. They are not going to dress the same way they used to dress and you see in the community. They are now going to work. The way they will dress, you will now see it. There are certain mode of people that they will now have to pay attention to. It is not you that they will be paying attention to. You must accept that. Now, where the jealousy and envy then can come from? Because I understand, I know for sure, some of them, they will not want to look back or whatever, but whenever you are sent to a certain position, it has its own cloud of people that you are going to meet there, and that position calls for you to give them attention. Anything other than that, your work will not be done. So, like some of you now, you look at it, you go SYZ here and there. If you think my presence has something to do with your work, and then you ignore me, then of course we can now say that one. But the guys are going to dress in suit. We're going to see new people. They're going to run new cars. You're going to see them. Their lives will have to change. What are we doing all of this for? Progress goes with a lot of things. Once they have made progress to another level, you don't expect their level to remain the same. Conditions will change. So all of those things then, that what people were envying their friends for, it was not to come and serve this country or whatever. That's just jealousy and envy. Who are the opponents to come be sitting? The very offices they're sitting in today. Those positions that they are sending them to today. Those were positions that we have sent some of their young brethren to. They begin to insult. They say we can never ever accept it. They couldn't accept it. And so they decided to go into, now it's good that the CDC folks are now into the position where they can now see their positions now occupied by people in those places. I know how it hurts to see people who you used to be passing by as minister or whatever it is your minister. Oh, minister, how you doing? Those people now, you no longer a minister, and they are the ones now in charge. I know it hurts, but that's life. You can't do anything about it. So we think for sure we are certainly getting there. Our country is progressing by the day, and we are getting mature by the day. No matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And I always told people, whether you like it or not, don't do things sentimentally. Don't do things emotionally. You always miss the mark. Yeah, you always miss the mark. They always told us, went to school, they told us there's a lawyer coming up. You don't have to be too emotion is what lawyer can use to disorganize witnesses. Have you seen a lawyer hitting a witness at a witness stand? That emotion they can use. So they know it. That's a dangerous weapon you can use to make somebody to cry. All you're doing there, you want to tear that witness apart. You want for them to really break down to tell you the truth. So the lawyer will be punching that lawyer punching you. Don't be what they call that lawyer is punching. That's what they use. They use emotional words, sentimental words. They will act like what they call take on that case. They tell you, say you XYZ. Remember, you went and visited this person. When you went there on the purpose to kill. They will be telling you all kinds of things down, and then you start crying, you start breaking down. You say, "Let me just tell the truth. Let me just tell the truth. What they do to you." So you have been trained. That's why they train people for, so that you don't go into this profession with emotions for yourself. No, you use that as a weapon to get something, but you're not using it. All that thing you can see them doing. Don't think that the vessel. That man will finish with that case. You will see two lawyers shaking hands, they passing everything. You say, "Oh, the man, oh, that man, you're doing that thing." You finish selling my case, Allah. They have been trained not to be at loggerhead with each other. They're not party to the case. They're not doing anything. They just inside there tell us they can't do the case for me. So as a result, why would I be enemy to you when you are not party to the case? You wouldn't representing somebody. You and myself not at war. We never had any conflict or whatever it is. So it is that same training, that orientation is what I bring into politics. I never get vexed with my friend boys, men out there. They are not my target. They are not my focus. Anything they do, if you think you ever insulted AB before, AB will not speak to you that lie. The moment you see AB, you speak to him. They tell you, say, I get time for that thing, and I get time for that thing. You are not my focus. Because I believe all that you're doing down there, you're doing it for somebody, not for yourself. You and myself, you know that never had we ever met before. You know, I never had any issue personally against you. You and myself, nothing. We never crossed paths before. It's just because of politics that why you're doing it. So I don't take things personal with people. No. I just leave it. The people I get issue with are people who, I get my own level of people that I can deal with, and I know how to deal with them accordingly. I like to go at the top, at the place, because I believe that the man at the top, he has something that will affect my life. His conduct able to affect my life, or senator conduct able to affect my life, or representative conduct able to affect my life. We have a minister's conduct able to affect my life. The president's conduct, so that other people are discussed, that other people I get to, that other people are talking, not you. Because you nothing you can do to what they call, except maybe you can play wish. What thing you can do, you know which you can play, but that's all. But that's all you can do. But all that thing you can be doing, your thing is stopping me from my destiny. No, the only people who are able to stop it and do something to it are those people that I can be talking about. So all that thing you're doing, you're hitting your head. You don't even know yet. I get nothing. You can't even move. In fact, why your thing when you're doing straight at the time and go fire again? Because I know that I'm making a significant impact and hitting at your real target. And whatever it is, that's what I can do. Anyway, we are getting there. And how are you doing, great people? Did you people listen to BBC today? The president has said that every morning when you wake up, listen to the BBC. If you saw progress, that the war in Ukraine is getting canceled, then you must get hope that Liberia will progress. Make it your duty when you go into your marketplace, when you're going to work, make sure you listen to the BBC. The same way, you know, when they were fighting the war, when the war was fighting, we used to see BBC in everybody. Everyone else listening to know whether the rebel how the war, how the ceasefire going, or they say Taylor then went to how they place Ghana. When they say Taylor then go for peace conference in Ghana, you just see Liberian people passing everywhere and get BBC in their ear. Focus on Africa. Liberian warring factions have gathered in Ghana, and of course, second day of discussions. has been held and blah, blah, blah. Then you see everybody listening, they know exactly what's up. Y'all please take your BBC, the way it used to be during the wartime. Take that your BBC thing and put it in your ear. Every morning, listen to BBC. Every in the afternoon, listen to BBC. Then in the evening, listen to BBC, then you go sleep. Because it is that BBC report that you will take now to bring to Bwaka and say, you know what? There is progress going on all over the world. Please deliver us now. There is nothing. So he won't not be listening to the BBC. Because when you want catching it, he already told you, say, he listened to the BBC, crisis everywhere, all over the world. Even at the UN, there's crisis. How UN will get crisis? If I may get talk as of today. If I may say at the UN, the fighting war there, Nana. Who told you the fighting war at the UN, Papi? They get at the AU, the fighting there. So, what kind of fighting going on? You know, the Papi put all kinds of things or take it, all kinds of things. The Papi said, even at the UN, war there, the fighting there, or the crisis all over the place. So, the Papi will too tell you, say, IMF, they are fighting war there. And he will tell you, say, World Bank, they're fighting war there. Nothing there. You see, this country is an interesting country. What are they fighting now? Why the crisis all over the world? Crisis is not all over the world. No. Except maybe the small flower then we're going to be making our community a thing that why you got crisis. So please get your BBC with you. When you wake up, you go to your marketplace. Ask your friend in the morning, say, what the BBC say again about Ukraine war? Because the Papa mentioned one specifically. Is the war going up or it going down? So now your friend tell you, say, hey, they say the Ukraine war intensifying. Just put your hand on your head and say, let's just continue. Our suffering continues. Because Ukraine war must come down before you can make progress. Eh? You know what the Papa said? The Papa said you must get patient because the war, the fighting over. So your patience will be guarded by the war. The crisis in the world. Yeah, that your patience will be guarded by that. The fighting war at the UN. Who told you that? Who can be telling them of it? Anyway, that one part, I unscripted something. So that one, they can't say that the speech writer put it in more. That the people who it on and so. And he said, the fighting war at the UN. Oh, fighting war at the UN. Y'all keep playing and send the fighting war at the UN so that we can be winning our 2,500 more times to can enjoy our thing at the fighting war at the UN. What kind of UN fighting war? All right, folks, keep playing. If I say the fighting war at the UN. I was listening to my brother Julius J today. He was playing there and not last year. You're laughing. I say, what the BBC business got to come to here also here? And so I think all right. And we are certainly getting there. Commissioner Kangma, and please play outgoing commissioner. Yeah, please play. Keep playing. You will make it. Don't worry. In your proper life, you will make it. Don't worry. Don't be discouraged. Star 799 heart. I yell at you. Don't leave it. You know the show here. I'll show that. I'll show that you can't on and you just be front of your face all over the place. Now we're gonna operate here. You got to laugh sometimes, you know. I hope a bit of that one there. Now me talk you. And the baby says talk that one there. So he said, he said. He said there is crisis, but there will be crisis. Even in Liberia, there is crisis. It is in the wake of those crises that while we are operating, they see crisis they were everywhere, papi. All the crisis that you're talking about here, so that gender they started. The world is full of crisis, and that's true. But for them to be fighting at UN now, the crisis at UN who fighting there. Nobody UN fighting, papi. Anyway, let's leave it. Okay, so let's go to the point. Major issues. Today, the president of the Republic of Liberia finally, because according to him, he made a statement. He said the day they declare him winner, and whatever it is in office, and blah, 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 he will declare assets. Since January 22, 23, you leave counting. Today is February the 8th. That's when the old man declared his assets. There is supposed to be big news. And he say he's leading by example. Let's agree. What is the intent for asset declaration, especially for public officials? Why are you declaring it? Except, for public officials, right? So he did declare his asset today. There are certain conditions on which others are trying to lead by example. If you want to lead by example, publication is very essential in leading by example in the wake of all of these. The reason the burden is upon Joe Boakai to publish his access is that he had already declared himself publicly without nobody telling him. Nobody went to his house. Nobody told him to say anything about his private life, how he's living his life. He declared to the public that he, Joseph Yuman Boakai, was living on loan. He declared that. Nobody forced him for that. No. He declared that because when you are entering to government, you declare. When you are leaving from government, you also declare. I don't know whether he had his exit declaration done after he left power in 2017. But what I know for sure, that Ambassador Joseph Yuman Boakai, the president of the Republic of Liberia, did tell people at the time he had an interview granted, not just interview, whatever it is, he had told the public that he had lived a very simple life. In fact, as he speaks, he went into public office and came from there with nothing, to the extent that he is living on loan. He even referenced the bank that you can go to and ask that he credits from all of the time. That was public. That was transparency, right? That was because he tried to make himself as transparent as he could versus Weir's lifestyle. At that time, he's in opposition. He makes himself very transparent versus Weir's lifestyle. That was an oral public declaration of his life, that he's living on loan. Right? So we got that part. We got that part from Ambassador Joseph Yuman Boakai. Boakai had become president. His value has gone up. Obviously, it will go up. That period when he was announced as president to when he declared his asset, now what we're looking at now, from the time he was announced as president, I think November 16, November 16 from there, 17, we start counting there, going on, then to the time that he declared his asset, that period in between there, how long he has taken. So November came and passed. General is 8th of February 2024. Ambassador Joseph Yuman Boakai, the president of the Republic of Liberia, comes up to declare his asset. What is there in between there? Did he not accrue anything in between there? Did he not? Because he already told us that he was living on loan at that time, right? So from that period to this period, did nothing add up at all? Did he not get anything at all? It says, stay the same. Is he still having the same worth and value? That period is a defining moment that worth declaration. He has to declare. Now, he has done it, so to tell us what it is, it must be made public. You're not just going there to go. If you say you want to really lead by example, publish it. Let's see what like Delon did. You see, Delon did, and I really must appreciate him for mustering the courage to do so. So Delon did his. And what did he do? He didn't just stop there. He even quoted and said that they didn't just say, you must publish it. Delon said that. Now, Joseph Boakai has done his. He hasn't published it. So we don't know what's in it. Did he honor declare? Did he over declare? Do we know Boyka now? Who is Joseph Boyka now that he's into office? Because he started working from the 22nd. Okay, let's officially say the 23rd of January. So you see there? So we are sitting there getting there. Did he publish his asset? And if he did, do we have any newspaper or we'll have any newspapers on tomorrow to tell us what is Joseph Boyka's worth now? We want to know. Because people say he carry a fence up. Me and I know. They say he put in fence, what about other things a value addition? They say he bought house on the highway, all wanted a value addition. So Boyka now into the is he dumbing all of those things there or he's leaving it? It's not important. The man who used to be begging for money from Costa there, today he's in a position to give out money. All those things that has built his capacity not to be somebody who can take loan anymore. Do we have that? Did he publish that? You see, some of these things when we are talking it, and people don't understand. And we don't say with sentiments. The same pressure we mounted on Weah and say, look, you got to declare your assets. You got to do this. You got to do that. Right? Those assets were declared. Right? So now, people knew. George Weah, in fact, there were certain instances where I think Smith tried to even say the horse that on 9th Street there, if a team Weah, what did George Weah, and 2 years ago, George Weah not a lying business. George Weah apparently made Smith to be shame. He said, enough for team Weah. That horse there on my horse. George Weah, they didn't have it. The horse to 9th Street. You can remember that, right? When they called Smith to me, when he was talked to talk about who get that horse that to 9th Street there, because the pictures were flowing all over that they were horse that was being built, blah, 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 all the kind of thing. What did George Weah come up to say? George Weah said that horse there at my house. Enough for team Weah. Enough for my son. My son I get nothing to do with it, that my own horse there. So we knew all of George Weah assets were not heading. You could go to Jamaica Resort. You saw George Weah asset. You could go to 9th Street. George Weah asset. In fact, he slept in those places. There were times he slept at Jamaica Resort. There were times he slept 9th Street. There were times he went his office, how do you call it, ABC and a Baptist seminar. There is nowhere Weah had that we did not know. Weah was an open person and open to all. We could see it. Where is Boyka's? If he doesn't say it, it's not. That is why it is. We understand it. That's what the declaration is all about. And we are he never needed to come to your problem. These are things that were just visible to the eyes of people and they could see it. And there were times that he could just say the truth. So you seen it? So you didn't hide anything. He always put it outside. That's Weah for you. Did Boyka do the same thing? Has he done it or will he do it tomorrow? We want to know. If Boyka is honor declaring, then that's a problem. If he's honor declaring, in fact, I would prefer that he honor declares. It is by far better that he honor declares than even over declaring. Because over declaring is very dangerous. Let me tell you what over declaring can do. Let me just explain it to you before we get to the next topic. When you honor declare, it's also bad. But I'm just telling you it's preferable. When you honor declare, it's like you have a house, right? That house, you know the value of that house. You know how much you spend on that house. So the LRA won't collect their taxes. And then they tell you, say, appraise your own property. You know how much you spend here, do XYZ. You start telling them small thing that you did. Oh, the foundation here, they didn't cause this, blah, blah, blah. You go, you honor declare because you don't want to pay more tax. Because the higher the value of the house, the higher the taxes you have to pay. So you went and told the LRA people that, oh, my whole now what they there. Then they say, okay, we'll pay about that. So as per LRA records, the value of your house, and there is a percentage they are taking from there every time. It is there, it is there, it is there, it is there, it is there. Tomorrow, something unfortunately happened to your house. Or maybe a neighbor. Oh, sorry that I didn't get on this. My own CEO, sorry, Honorable Sir Joseph. I will come to you something I heard about it. I will come to it, Sir Joseph. And I thank God that you are safe and everything is okay. I will get to that. Yeah, I just thought about, because I was going to fire incident. I just thought about him, and we'll get in there. When you tell LRA that my horse value is this, and then they try to do their tabulations, and of course they calculate and say, okay, your horse is valued at this, blah blah blah. We have done our something. And what you told us that you get, because you may not have receipts or everything, so they will try to tell you, say, yeah, pay about this. So that's agreed that you are living a certain rich man, or maybe somebody, and that person own a house. Everything is insured. The whole person property, everything is. So that person property went and dumped into your property, and your property got damaged. Now that person is supposed to restore your property, but the insurance company is supposed to be the one responsible to underwrite that cost to bring back to restore your property. The insurance company calls for documents. Do you have taxes paid on this house? Yes. What are the taxes that paid? What is the value of this house? Then you go overstate it. Then they tell you, say, what is the tax? Then they go check on the tax, something, honestly. They will pay you as per what is written back. Why you click? Because it came from your mouth now. And I say it came from the how what they call. So your house will be, and it's the dangerous part of it. That means you honor declare it's dangerous. Right? Good. That's one. So it can happen. It can happen in instances, and people do that. That's the danger part of it. Though you'll be paying small money, but you never know. So sometimes you get ready, you go get ready, say, oh, they can't buy it cheap. They can't buy it cheap. They can't buy it 500. Then your car goes spawn, and you tell somebody, say, I bought it 20,000. But on the record, it is there that you bought a car at 500. That's why you put on the receipt, we get it here. So how can you say you bought a car 20,000? You see how somebody think they can haunt you? Now why in life, just be straight in everything you do. You never know when it will catch up with you. So that is what it is. When you over declare, especially for people like Boakai, meaning you will work in anticipation of meeting with that, so that when you leave in office, like for instance, Boakai were to declare now that he's 3 million worth, right? Sometimes the verification aspect can come up if there are some questions and issue, and if you have any qualm about it, then they can go and verify. But some of the verification may not be too what they call. People don't run after verification too much like that, especially at said that they are qualms, and somebody were able to report and say, oh, they didn't include it, other property, then they go verify all of those things and they see it. So you can help the LSCC to go and verify through some of these things that are happening. The public can also help the LSCC for verification purpose. Now, so if Boakai tells us that he's 3 million or something like that, and Boakai is not 3 million, meaning throughout the 6 years, Boakai will work towards that 3 million. He will steal towards the 3 million. He will lie towards the 3 million, so that he catches up with the 3 million. So that when he's leaving office, when you to see anything with him as 3 million, you'll say, oh, this man here, he already declared and he didn't get anything when you were in power, because he declared 3 million, he leaving from power. In fact, to the extent that in some instances, you may not even catch up with the 3 million. So when you leave in office, you declare, and then your asset drop to 2.5. People will hail you and say, oh, that man was president. For the time he was president, he was 3 million. But he leaving the presidency now, his rating drop. They will say, but then the man was not rogue. But I lie. You see what they can do? Those are the dangers associated with these kind of things. So sometimes they will tell you Trump was worth this when he was president. When you were leaving the presidency, this is why his worth is dropped. All those things that people can check inside and do all kinds of things inside it, so that you want to build some credibility. You want to make people to believe that you didn't steal. You want to make people to believe that you are living very simple, like all the kind of things, so they can do all of these things. So we want for Boakai to declare, because we are interested in knowing a man who was living on loan, where is he now? It's important for us to know and let him be able to declare that. That's one. So let's get on to something that has been trending as well. So I'm urging, and we are calling on, if Boakai does not publish his asset, that thing that happened today, that trash. That thing that happened today is a trash. In a wake of all thinking of public officials. You see, the reason these things are very important for public officials to the extent that some of them, they don't need to be called upon, but they need to declare by themselves because the perception you want to eradicate or maybe kill off some of these perceptions or negative thinkings that people have about you. You want to just set the record straight. So you just do it for confidence, for transparency, for accountability purpose. That's why as a public official, when you're sick, you must declare that you're sick. You're not able to do this. That's what happened. So, like we can see public official adding everything to my chest or this, that, yeah, no. Once you come into people now, because we want to know what you're doing with our money. Where were you at the time you took over our job? How are you getting this thing? How did you get it within this space? I say, so we want to know everything, and certainly we'll be able to know that. So if Walker does not publish his asset that he declared today, it doesn't worth celebration. It doesn't worth anything because we don't know Walker's worth. Remember, he had told us that he was living on loan. So let's leave that and come to what have been trending on Facebook concerning Walker's call for audit. You're sorry. You see, some of you don't follow the trend and the professional background people like us come from. The reason I'm calling him Buakai is how we call him. We don't say Mr. Wion or Mr. President or Mr. this, that. No, we don't put that in the news. So what's we call you? Senator, I've called him president, right? So we just call him the rest of the name, his just last name. That's what it is. So that's what it is. Like we need to call we are. That's how it is. It's no disrespect. That's just how we do it. So Buakai has called for an audit. And yesterday we did speak about it. First of all, let me make it clear. You know, I just thank God for everything that happens. God can prepare the future for me. And I can be very happy at that. Some friends who go away from me, I think God can allow them to go away on purpose. Let me just dispel this. Because people think what we're coming to say, we're saying it out of backdrop because our bossmen were working with NSA or so forth. No, we are dealing with the context of the law. Now, why we don't do things with sentiment at this station? It's just the law. Boga calls for an audit. It's not a bad thing. CDC called for audit. There was some research now I was just making 2018 or something grade, and we're calling for the audit of the CBL. In the national legislature, they were calling for the audit of the CBL. Certain agencies and things now, we're just seeing a research just now. We're just doing a research. Not the first time people calling for audits and things. It will always be the case. So I don't have any issue with people calling for audit. It should just be in accordance with the law, which is very much okay, which of course in accordance with the law. So, in short, Broker calls for audit. Well, let me make this clear. Before I could join Freedom FM, the NSA boss, Mr. Pearson, was a good friend of mine. And we used to have exchanges and so forth here and there. He's a dad, and me and my friends, some of us used to visit him and so forth. When I joined Freedom, for whatever reason, that friendship, it went cool. I had to force myself on people. That's one thing for sure. So don't think because I come here around you, I come here around you because of anything. I come here around you because you respect me and you appreciate my presence. The day you don't want my presence again, even you can get your millions, I will never step at you. You'll never see me at your place to come and beg you. You'll never see me text you, oh, not easy to do. I don't do that. I want to come around you not because of what you get. I come around you because you respect me and you want my presence around you, that while I'm around you. So as a result of that, the day you call it off, you will see myself, I'm gone. Because it's a choice that you made to say, oh yeah, I like this guy. You know, he's a good guy. I want to be there. So the moment he decided to be whatever it is, I decided to go off. So I begin to raise some issues. Later I know that he and my boss, they were not on time. But that's their professional dealing. And I didn't want that to mix with my own professional piece of work that I had here to do. That's why you see all that thing, you know, we talking, oh, Freedom FM people, they all, and PSC really like Freedom FM before we were beyond payroll. Or PSC and Sam Sion, were they on good time before he must come support Sam Sion station, and then say he will sit down and allow money to come to Freedom FM. And I say PSC now, my friend, before I could join here, where I joined here, Pearson, no longer my friend. Do I still respect him as a big dad? And I have all the respect for him. I will call him that. I get nothing negative to say about him. But were you people not sitting there when you saw the NSA boss was part of people who were right there when they arrested Sam Sion, and then they handcuffed him? Oh, you never saw that? Why didn't you run to you people mind that something was wrong somewhere? That Sam Sion and you just think Freedom FM was NSA friendly? All the today, look at you, just laugh. So Pearson will sit down there and then allow Sam Sion that he with, or whatever it is, or whatever they are giving, to say take 10,000 and be giving it to AB on cover because they operate on those kind of things, right? And they just be giving that kind of money to us. You check there, you will never see what are they calling. In fact, they get people in there. We here at Freedom, no attachment. In fact, there were times just for what they call. So yeah, lead that in there. Yeah, put yourself. A good idea came up now so that we can speak out now. Because we couldn't have spoken out at the time, because here our boss was still working. Now our boss is no longer there. Now we can tell you what the relationship was like. That it did not even warrant us getting anything from NSA. So wherever you go, you come down. And the reason some of you were envying us and just jealous of us because of you're just envying us for nothing. You know, my brother, look, you're just coming kill us for nothing because some of you intended to even kill us. You were just going to kill us for nothing. Because you thought we're getting money here, getting money. It was a lie. I'm telling you here today. I don't think my boss and Pearson were on. In fact, I said that indeed Pearson and myself, we couldn't talk again. We went off. Because I believe strongly, maybe he had problem with my boss. Because if he and my boss were real on time, owing to our previous relationship that we had, I think we have boosted it a lot. But because of that, auditing, we just. So why would I then say that as NSA director, they allow Freedom FM people to be collecting money and then be giving it? Some of the figure you were calling AB were making 10,000. You see, you don't believe that God can bless people. That one thing you don't know. That God has his way of providing for people. And not everybody got to do bad things before they get something. Not everybody got to do unorthodox things or crazy things before they can get something. Not everybody got to sell themselves or sell their integrity before they get anything. No, not everybody has to do that. So you just wonder. I sat with a friend of mine who were a journalist now. I think is somewhat in the media. He said, "Oh, AB, I know. What are you getting here?" And there I say, "I know that's your perception." You don't think that I will continue in the journalism profession because you run away, you're going to go join different folks now because you're not able to withstand it. Not everybody lucky anyway. So you think I'm still there because of what? No, it's just by the grace of God. What I'm doing, I'm not better than other people. It's just by the grace of God. It is just by the grace of God. It is not that I'm better than other people. It's not that I'm better than other journalists or I'm working harder than other journalists or we are working harder than other journalists. No, it's just by the grace of God that these connections, that the little things we do appreciated by people, it's just by the grace of God. You can't fight grace. It's a gift. That is divine. So all the things that you were talking, you know, and we don't know. So let's leave that and let's come up to the real issues. People sit and then want to hail the president when he's trying to flirt our laws and destroy. I told you one thing Joseph Boakai did on his way to the presidency was to destroy the security of this country. He made the entire security sector to be politicized. Until they enter into politics, where some of them were campaigning. It could be the AFL, the police, the DA, the whatever sector, the police, all of them. And the worst thing he has done now is to allow himself, I don't want to call him misled, but to allow himself to lose or control of flirting our laws. And he wants to see it like he's fighting back. People were calling me and say, "Oh, they want Take." No, not freedom. I know where Boakai going. Enough about freedom. Because freedom not jittered. Freedom not worry. Don't worry. They will not find anything there on us. Maybe it's somewhere else, but for me, I don't think they will ever find anything there. Because I already know myself. The way I see my more sharp, I don't do things that will make people shame. The way I see my more sharp, everything I do accordingly. If I provide, I have the right to provide consultancy anyway. If I provide it there, is that a big deal? You think I owe anybody anything? Professional mail at me and say that I want to provide consultancy, is it a crime? I can provide consultancy for any agency. I don't have time. I don't care how you feel about it. When it's a legit thing that we are going through, that's it. I will be able to do that. People are now politicizing the security system. That's why you see people kind of bring their own people. They bring their own people and they're taking people from their own political backgrounds. And that's how they bring them to the security sector. And they do this here and there. They're not working with people who have been within the security sector. So Broker tells us that indeed he wants to go audit the NSA. What up, cheater? The GSC is the one that he's sending to NSA to go do the audit, right? Good. The GSC has, I think, 4 basic areas that they do their auditing. They do compliance, they do finance, they do RT, and another one again. Yeah, compliance, finance, and RT audit, and something else. And the procurement or something like that. But I will just try to explain to you on the issue of the financial aspect, the compliance aspect, and so forth. The reason why it is difficult to enter that territory. I will read you something that is here. Okay. I just open this up so that you see it and just share it with you. Here we are. So, no, not this. Sorry. So this is it. Let me just share this with you so that you see it. Okay, before I can share this with you, I think I need to share with you the caption of the act I'm reading here. There is the most recent act that I'm reading, the caption of the act I'm reading. Let me just try to share it with you so that you get it. Okay. The caption of the act that the NSA falls under is, there's a title, the National Security Reform and Intelligence Act of 2011. This is the most recent. This is the most recent. The National Security Reform and Intelligence Act of 2011, approved August 31, 2011, published by a foreign Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Monrovia, Liberia, printed September 8, 2011. This is what it is. This is what I'm reading from. The other also representative is in it in here, right? So you see all of these in here. Good. So you see everything here, right? The signature pages are also there. Everything is there. So I just took a bit of it so that you'll be able to see it. So let me go there and then read you what we got so far. I like for you to understand some things as students, because when you're in a debate out there, you want to come with some logic and reasoning so that we can help each other. The GSC, I remembered in 2015, yeah, there was this noise that was caused about Bill Jones, Kevin Loon, out, blah, 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 all the kind of thing there. Then the Husk, because at that time Snow was still representative of District 6 in Montserrat County. So Snow came up and said that the Husk should be able to move in. They agree and all that the Husk should be able to move in to go audit the CBL. But it was difficult for them, though they passed on it, but it was difficult for them to have entered there to deal with the CBL, to audit in a form and faction they wanted, because they were talking about Mayor Jones giving out loan. They wanted to audit the whole CBL. But the CBL Act is clear about what kind of audit and who's supposed to audit there and how the audit is supposed to be done. If they want that audit report, there is a specific way the CBL can be audited. That law was passed by the very lawmakers That law was still in existence when they were now passing, signing on something, say the GSC must move in. You could not, by just telling the GSC to move in, you could not undo the law. So it was difficult for them. The last time the CBL was audited, and it was something specific about the 16 billion and that of the mop-up exercise. That's when they went to get information. The GSC went to get information from the CBL. That's how it operated. I'm talking about just the CBL because the CBL is also mentioned by Bwaka too. For you to just enter the CBL, there are specific things that you have to go for. You got to be specific about what sort of audit is going to take place. What are you going to audit? What are you going to? There's nothing specific about it. Right? So we don't know specifically as to what Bwaka is asking for. But I'm just telling you, there are always areas that these agencies, as per their scope of operation, with the security nature surrounding them, they have their own way that they got to do their own thing. And it's the same law that grants them that authority. So let's go to the NSA. The National Security Agency is not a small agency in this country that you just get ready, you just put your mouth on, boom. If you look at how it is even organized, it will tell you that it's not something that, in fact, for Bwaka to even take it from his mouth to say, I want to audit it and make it public, it's wrong. These people operate in coverts. Even a Bwaka and the president has the prerogative to say, look, I have the right to know. It is not something that the president is supposed to come and say, we're going to audit the NSA. The president is wrong. The president is simply trying to tell the nation that something is smelling. And you don't want people to lose credibility in one of the top-notch security entity, the most secret service security entity in this country. You don't want to make them to look ugly out there, even with all the things that are happening there. You can't do that. Bwaka in error. To have even come out to now, I'm talking about for you to even send GSA that we call, let me say GSC there, but for you to even come out to now, oh, go edit the NS. You know what you are doing there? You have this. Look, you have cast aspersions on them. You have undermined the credibility of that entity by just voicing it out. Liberian people, all they are aware of is something bad happening there. And remember, those people, the way they operate, you think they operate normally? Bwaka, you know it. So why you want to ally, you want for corruption? You just do it. So to the extent that, look, gosh, this country is interesting, right? So let's come here. I will read you this. Let me read you the thing that Bwaka did today, for which I'm just telling you that he's in error. It says here that, do we have it on the screen already? No, we don't have it on the screen. No, let me try to share with you so that you have it. Okay, good. Here is it. I will explain to you, because that is what we ought to do as journalists, to explain to you what it is, right? So maybe if other people, whatever, because before we come up with the explanations, we have already talked to other sound lawyers who are great. Maybe they don't want to be heard or something like that. We have talked to them. So we'll explain to you what it is. It says here, to preserve. And you know what they call preserve? To protect, to keep, to save something. Very good. You're going to preserve. Hey, you know how to preserve your food? So that's why to preserve the National Security Agency. That means to preserve it. That one under the caption of independence from general government financial arrangements. By the caption under section 2.56, they say independence from all the general government transaction, the way the government can transact generally, they are not there. NSA not part of it. So all their procedure and things that they can do generally, NSA not part of it. They said to preserve it, to save it, to protect it, to keep it away from just the normal way government can operate, that kind of way government can operate, to take them off. The act says here, right, that to preserve the National Security Agency from public disclosure. Public disclosure. That means to publicly come out to disclose things. Most of the GSC reports that you see here so can be made public. You know why? Because that's the general operational scope of general governance issues. But for the NSA, that's what I said. Bwaka was in error to have even mentioned that he entering the NSA to go do. You just destroy the integrity. You just make people to think that bad thing. And obviously, in the NSA, there are things that happen there that Chief. The thing is covert. They say covert. There are things that not just open to the public. That's how they operate. You don't see them in uniforms. So they say to preserve the National Security Agency from public disclosure of its operations. That means they can't disclose their operations. They can't disclose it. How they operate, how they do it, they're not supposed to share it with the public. So why will Bwaka announce that he's going to audit the NSA when that information that will come from there will not be made public? Why will he announce it publicly when the information from there will not be made public? What? You see, people sit around Bwaka and it's gonna say National Security Advisor. Somebody will have told you, say, no, we can't mention the NSA in this form and manner. Mr. President, you can sit and read by yourself. You do it. The law is there that you're able to do it. They didn't tell you, say you must come make it public because they want to preserve it from the public. That preservation from the public disclosure, Bwaka, you have breached it. You have made the public to know that the agency is terrible. A lot of terrible things are happening. That's why you are subjecting them to that audit. You know how LeBron can think already. You are wrong. So that's one, right? They say operations. The agency is authorized to withdraw to the extent necessary for the maintenance of secrecy. For the maintenance of secrecy, they can withdraw as many as necessary. Just how they see it necessary. And how do you establish that necessity? We'll get there. I will be able to explain it to you too. How to establish that necessity. For the maintenance of secrecy. It's yearly appropriations through the ministry. They said they can withdraw their yearly appropriation through the Ministry of Finance. And deposits them into the agency's own checking account in a bank within the Republic of Liberia to be designated by the president as the legal depository. That means the NSA, because they're preserving them from public disclosure, they will go for their money. They withdraw enough. They not that thing a finance ministry can do. What they say, oh yeah, the other ministry allotment, you're putting for it. The NSA not like that. Their money must be ready all of the time. So for them, they take their own money, they put it into certain account. It is there. The president will decide that bank account that it will go to. So the president, what kind of thing for that? You get it? Why will you want to destroy everything that had been built and everything? You just destroyed it. The president will be the president will look at that bank as being the depository, right? So they said the agency is also authorized. You see all the authority they're giving to the agency to develop and maintain its own procurement. That means they can develop their own procurement mechanism. So the way they think they can procure or get their thing there, they know how to do it already because everything is built with their system. They are security oriented. And not the normal way where you go ask somebody, say, please try to give me invoice for this, for me to get this. They get their own way to do their procurement because everything are covered. If they come in right here to Freedom FM to come do business with Freedom FM in certain form and manner, it will be covered. And they want to procure certain services from Freedom FM to go and monitor activities, and they say, okay, the NSA wants to understand certain things for your news. We want to procure and our services for Freedom FM to be giving us some intelligence on so what they call here and there, it will be covered. They get their own procurement way that they will do it. It's not a normal procurement. It's not like that. They don't say they must pass through PPCC. No. That's why they say they get their own procurement way they got to do it. The regular government agency, before they get something, PPCC got to approve it. The other one happen. These people, they're not part of PPCC business. Nothing like that. They don't get internal audit agency, that RA, to assign. No, they not get that one there. Yeah. You know, why when Liberian people, anyway, I don't blame them. I will explain it to you. I will break it down. There's a law that I didn't write. The national legislature wrote it. If they want to change it, let them change it. Until they can change it, this is what they wrote. And Bwaka knows it. Because in 2011, Bwaka is at the national legislature, and Bwaka understands everything about the legislature. He is the president's eye at the national legislature, sitting at the level of the Liberian Senate. Bwaka knows this. It's just so bad that small boy like me will be explaining the kind of thing at this time. Bwaka knows it. So they said it here, right? So they said the agency is also authorized to develop and maintain its own procurement accounting, procurement accounting and auditing system. Separate again. You see that one again? They say separate from those of the general governance. Their procurement will be separate from the PPCC way of doing things. Their accounting will be separate from the way the accounting people then can do their thing. They are what in there again? And what is it? And what is the accounting? Auditing. The way they do their own auditing is different because it takes a security expert to come and audit the kind of thing because they know how covert operation works. So if you don't understand covert operation, so there are people trained in this kind of audit to audit a security system. There are people trained and specialized in that. There are people trained in specialized in auditing financial institutions and that they are own work. Everybody get their own specific fields. So they said these people, they will get their own system in procurement, accounting, and that of auditing. They will get that there. Guess what? They said here, like one of my brother wrote, but he didn't understand the context. You know, the thing about law is that it's about reasoning. You got to reason. The context of this is very important. So they said that what but, listen to the but now. There is the area in Kimi. But having the same control effect as the system of the government, the general government. So the way the PPCC operate, they're not going to the PPCC, but they know that for you to go get SYZ, you must be able to put in for this, you must make requests, you must do this, here and there, you must be able to see it, verify, all of those things, right? Those are the systems. So the way they will do, but it is not the PPCC that coming in. There are internal audit agency that they're going to have. It is not the same way the internal audit agency is going to come in to kind of operate. No, they operate their own thing, their own processes, the way they do it. Now, listen to this part here, which is very much important. They say, it says here, and but having the same control, okay, I already did that, and effect as the systems of the government. They say its accounts, there is the area now. Its accounts shall be audited yearly, or as circumstances may require, by an auditor appointed by the president of Liberia. So they told you here that these people, their system of auditing and everything must not be like the general government. It must be a specialized audit from special kinds of audit that need to be. They've been telling you that one ever since. Then they say for that kind of audit to go on, the person to do that, how to do that, it must be appointed by the president. Who gave the president prerogative? GSC people already appointed ever since. GSC, you're not appointing what the president did. You're not appointing GSC. The word is clear, appointed. So the president has to appoint. The reason that is what it is the president who has the right to know these things. Because every security briefing, every day, they will come and inform the president. Mr. President, we need to go to Nima County. There are certain guys who are doing SYZ there. We've been tracking them for some time. We need to spend about 3 to 6 months in Nima County to get that thing done. And we need to say, so what the court president say, okay, you go ahead. You're sure you can get this done? He say, yeah, we're able to do it. We need to contract somebody. They will be able to contract somebody. Let's say, for instance, they look for AB. They will tell AB, we want you to go live in Nima for 6 months. Go and rent there. So if AB going to pay rent in Nima County, that NSA need going to put there or whatever it is, that NSA need AB going to put there, the transportation and thing they give it, because you don't want to trace AB to anything for anybody to trace AB connection or whatever with the NSA. But I'm operating for them. I'm doing business for them. I am living there with you in a community. We're passing around. We're playing football. You see me doing everything, but I'm there to do a piece of job. When they say covert, that is there, it is on a cover. You can't know. You can't see it. There are people you play with in your communities. These are people that are working. That's why you should be careful how you do your things out there. That's how the people operate. So if the president is somebody who's interested in knowing how they have been spending money here and there, so I was like asking somebody, I said, let's agree. The NSA has fundings in the context, right? Let's agree we are as administrators, they had maybe some money deposited there, because that's how in Africa some people can do all kind of things. They steal money. Some of these things they can say they pass it through the agency, they pass it through the other organization, and then they go and collect it. All the kind of things is possible. Me, I know the reason why you see people, oh yeah, that the government can put money. So when you see them doing it like that, they think that the previous government put money and they were just eating it here and there, so they want to order. Now, it left with you, Joseph Boakai, to just do it by yourself. You can go and evaluate. But what sense does that make? So let's take, for instance, the intent of the audit to see the necessity of that request, right? Who that request? So the NSA director comes to President Abraham Gosden-Weah and explains to Abraham Gosden-Weah, this is XYZ that needs to be done. He convinces me, and I agreed, my own understanding, that this is why it needs to be done. Then the man advised me and said, for us to get this done, we can't use the other method. We got to use the other system. We got to do this here and there. The person who is involved does not want to see himself track any form and manner. Mr. President, but we can assure you that every step of the way we are going, you will see everything. But this guy does not want to be seen anywhere around, any traces or anything. This guy does not want it at all. Or this person does not want it at all. But this person is able to execute the mission, Mr. President. You're able to avoid this. You're able to do this here and there. It's able to happen. So we are saw necessity in that and say, okay, since you say there is XYZ, it will be able to cost, go and do what you think you can do and give the money out. That reasoning, that statement, that idea, that operation only made sense to Weah. Weah has left. Boakai has come. Boakai is commissioning an audit. The same director is sitting there and explaining to Boakai as to how XYZ went. The auditor that Boakai appointed him to him XYZ. Then Boakai says that and says, but this does not make logic to me. Boakai is a different president. This man's sense and logic he was making to the president at the time is different, and he was talking to different president at the time. How will the logic that was passed on to the president, President Weah, made similar sense to Boakai in this time and age, especially when Boakai is having the kind of mindset to say he want to hunt Weah. So you will say the thing that didn't make sense. We are just eating money, or you're just eating money. You just do this here and there. That's what Boakai would think. Now, when you go into those kind of places, you have to be very much careful. That perhaps the national legislature could come back to say we'll amend the law. That when a president is about to leave, let him do an internal audit as per what the law is of himself, to leave it there, to indicate the reason, how these things were done, XYZ was done, all these things were done. That's how you do it, you leave it there. That will be able to state exactly the reasons, and everything will be able to understand it. That audit could be done. But the other new men are coming, go down there now, the thing like what they call, and Boakai never had to make it public. The GSC can't enter down there. So what did the GSC want to call? Because when they say financial audit, they got to know your transaction. Yeah, like you saw the last time when they did that mop-up exercise, right? That mop-up exercise was a financial audit. So that financial audit was telling that, okay, someone told them say we send money, so they got to call people to ask them whether they getting the money. That who you coming call? NSA tell you say the contractor AB for him to go do XYZ on a covert operation. Then GSC people got to call AB and ask AB, say, AB, the NSA people get waka. You listen it. The thing between me and the NSA. Then you bring a third party to come call me, to come verify whether I receive money from NSA to go do XYZ. What kind of logic is that? So financial audit now, how you spend it, who you give it to, they got to verify all of those things to tell that indeed it was really used for the intended purpose. So you talk about procurement of materials and things. So you talk about the RT or the UMPA GSC can't even enter that. They can't enter the people's security system to go do their data or that one. It can't. So I know why Boakai said he was sending them to NSA. What GSC going to do to NSA? Bogart was just using politics to just destroy the sector and make all the security system to just look like they're useless. Even the very EPS he has. Do you have to announce those kind of things? You know what you have done, Bogart? You've undermined the credibility of that sector. They can say we don't want politicized in won't go to some. Not only Bogart and all politicized in the sector and making it to look useless. It does not work like that. You know, one thing in this country that people don't understand, and they will get to understand as we are going on, is that whether you like it or not, we are all Liberians, and the law will continue to be the law. And people don't understand. Sometimes most of these things that we say or do they may not be able to understand the exact reason for which we do them because of where they sit and what they do. So you want to enter into those areas to do what you're doing here and there, it's up to you. Go and do it. Go and do it. Thank God. Women says I on a boss man, they were not even what they call. So you know I have any control over anything there's there. Let it go ask as to how it was happening. Y'all go there and see. Let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. And let me just be able to announce that with deep regret, we express our sorry and to Honorable Sir Joseph for the incident that occurred at his house. Fire incident just all over the place now. Other people said that arson attack, or me arson attack, meaning somebody put fire on your house. And one thing, other people will say that attack. You know, one thing that is different is that if it were Unity Party time in opposition, Saturday, they were coming to say that CDC people finish burning our house. Sir is not saying that. Luther Tappe know that fire gutter is on, even up to today. He still believes that they burn a house, despite fire service establishing and reporting that nobody entered Luther Tappe house to burn it. He still believes that they burned his house. Luther Tappe still saying that today as a reason why they were getting job, because his house and all were burned. Today, or pastor or reverend still saying the same thing. Today, Sir Joseph escaped death. And I'm seeing in the front page Africa right here, they say residents blame AEC and that of fire service for not coming on time or whatever it is. Other people are saying that it is arson attack, meaning people put fire there. But Sir is of no obstacle to anybody. He's one of the funnest guys that anybody can work with. In fact, Sir was one person who got votes from all sides. The Unity Party and that of the CDC. So it is difficult to get established that. In fact, he's not a threat to anybody in this country. It's possible people could, for other reasons or whatever it is. It could be whatever it is. For me, I'm not here to create something that I find it difficult to believe. But I'm just saying that we're able to be in the Unity Party shoes today. They were coming to say that CDC people did it. That the government went to go attack opposition people. That's how they were coming to say it. Today they were being flying around with it. And that's how they are. So that thank God, my boss man, nothing actually happened. Thank you so much, Honorable. Your life will speak for you. These things are the work of God to just show you that He is by your side. That in all of your good you do, when people tell you thank you, God bless you, it is those blessings that turn in a form and manner to save you. Thank you so much. And always be yourself, Chief. God will continue to take you through. So I want to say thanks to all of you for the time as we are here tonight on this day. And so we are right here. So I just thought to share these lights with you so that you know where our country is headed. Because we don't sit down to close our mouths to some of these things. And we're going to be respectful of the society. I'm going to make sure it works for the good of all. Because we are all Liberians now. Nothing is going to change us. So we are certainly getting there. So keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Let me do the draws now. And some of you will start receiving now. And so let me do the draws now. I wanted to have this right on screen. I think I want to share with you people so that you can see it spinning. Okay, I'm coming. Just give me a chance. Let me show you something. All right. Okay. So keep playing *799#. Then you press enter. Then you will see freedom. When you see freedom, just hit on 11 or freedom. You just hit on 11. Then that means you have entered the draw. So from there straight, then we can fire. So that's what it is. Let me see here. And I want to share with you something. And okay. I think we are getting there. My whole life, I just left for people to trust something. Yeah. My whole life, that the problem they are getting in life, just for people to trust something. I always want for them to see it for themselves and see how they can trust the system, which is very much good. It's good that we trust the system all of the time. All of the time, trust the system. It's good you trust the system all of the time. All right. So I'm coming to do something so that you get it. And sorry. Okay. I'm coming. You're coming to see something here now. All right. Right. Great. Brilliant. I think I'm missing out on something. So let me see here. I'm coming. We are getting there. Don't worry. Do not worry. I want for you to see something. Me, I let to show people things. So that I want to see it, and we all can get there. Okay, I think my prof is listening too. He said the CBL and act was passed in 20. I think I saw something like that in 20. I was passed after that GAC audit. Okay. And 2020 post era, I was passed after that GAC audit. And okay, so probably listening here. Probably I'm seeing it here. So 2020, I'm seeing 2020. Yeah. So which section is this that you're pointing to? Section 8. 6. Okay, section 8. I just want the section. I get it ad right before me here. The 2020. I have it right before me here. So I just want the section so that I can know what to do. Okay. Okay, good. Brilliant. And all right. So I will get to that. And thus okay, good, brilliant. Something is run somewhere. Then we are certainly getting there, and we will certainly get there. Don't worry. We are certainly getting there. I don't call you. I don't tell you, call you. Wait. Wait. Okay. So, Prof, I'm seeing the stuff. I'm trying to check on it to see whether I can just hit it up. See what I can hit it up.
Okay. Okay. All right. I will get this thing done. Don't worry. We are certainly getting there. We'll get there. So, I just want to check it up to see whether I can have it on as it ought to be. Okay. All right, brilliant. All right, so let me just do the draws here so that we can get there together in no time. But I have the R right here with me, Chief. So I will try to go through it. So we're doing the draws now from those of you who are out there. I think you'll soon start receiving your stuffs. So we are doing the draws now as we speak. So I'm doing the draws now as we speak. Okay, we're doing the draws. There we are getting. I think you're receiving the messages now. Yeah. I'm seeing the numbers popping up. I'm doing the draw right here. And it's popping up. Okay. So it's popping up. I know your phone is ringing. Pum pum. When you get somebody saw you, the person just, what they call it? The pum pum. You just see it. All right. So here we go. So I've done sufficient draws now for you people. So we're coming to pick our course, and at the close of it, I'll be able to announce you people the winners for today's show. So you can keep entering. Now we have pretty close to wow. Plenty. Could you imagine today we plenty people want? Jesus. So keep doing it. I think today we a real login day for plenty people. So you keep doing what you can do. Thank you. All right. And it starts 7##, and then you enter. And that's what it is. So you just go on with that, and we will certainly get there. That's very much important. Thanks so much, Prof, for the alert on that. I think you're reading from section. It says the amendment of this. Internal audit, the CBS Act. So I'm seeing 7. It's the 2020 stuff. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. I'll try to look at it, Prof. All right, so let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. Crown Stopper is proud to be associated with the show. OMSM Science, and of course, has declared his ambition for the senatorial seat of Montserrat County. So that is it right here on this die, and we are certainly getting there. Thanks so much, Prof. All right, I will try to read it, and I subsequently for the CBL, I still get to go through the CBL stuff and see what happened there. But at the NSA stuff, I just talked about. I was just reading through the NSA stuff to just tell exactly 8. All right, so let's get to the lines. Interact with our callers. We are certainly here tonight on this die. I will be able to call you our winners the ones we can, and of course at the close of it. But plenty people really won tonight. Hello, how are you doing? I will show you the numbers. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, how you doing, Chief? Go on. Let's listen to you quickly.
Yeah, I'm Joseph Tambai. That make you see me from Benjamin County. So, the issue with Honorable Sir Joseph's house yesterday, in my own understanding, something was behind it.
Okay.
We had the Morovia Port Authority, they got fire service. LPRC has fire service. The National Fire Service has branches everywhere in Monrovia.
Okay.
There was no single one could have gone on the scene, even if they could not stop the fire because maybe they went late, but they should have shown up. understood that every one of them complained that they had no gas, no fuel for the truck. They don't have bus. Their bus, for God's sake, if the manager or the director is not there, somebody is running the institution. That's fire service. That's fire service. Without manager, it should run. So in my own understanding, that was orchestrated. But they left with the security to do the investigation.
No, but if you are saying what you saying, Tamba, is the fact of the matter is those were conditions that existed at the time for which Luther Tapper said that it was an arson attack because he believed that the fire service did not show up, nobody showed up, and his hut got burned, and so he believed, yeah.
Yeah, so that's in the same direction. Because Honorable Sir Joseph is a senator. They should have rescued that house or show up. The issue with Omer Boakai, some of us will get on his back, maybe after 3 months, because we know he already started fielding. We need a comprehensive audit. You should not go and pick, I want this place audit, no. That's audit for the past 18 years. We want to know where our money was spent.
So it shouldn't start from 2018? Not when 2018, you wanted to go beyond that?
18 years, yes. Let's know, because AB, there are documents that will reflect in 2018, but they came from 2016 and 2017. 2017 was the United Party government.
No. Listen to me. The current representative for District Number 4 in Montserrat County, in fact, not only him, but even the former representative in Hassan Kazulu, at that time he was the head of secretariat at the public accounts. I used to be one of those persons that he used to deal with as journalists, trying to tell us that they did the GSC did a lot of reports. It went through the public accounts committee, and then there were several recommendations sent to the former president Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for execution, and those things are still lying there. So he can review those documents and then put them to action if he wants to really fight corruption. They are right there.
Look, AB, we need a comprehensive audit. We don't need the document that President Sirleaf was in power and supervised.
Okay.
We need an audit.
Okay.
It's not the president.
Okay.
Auditing. Any Johnson, not the president. You audit our government. Those are the documents we need. We need to know where they spent our money.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, AB, this is Emmanuel calling from
Roland. Yeah, go on email. Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking my call. You know, I just want to throw light on the security issues. You know, President Boakai should not put politics in security. You know why Center Witherspoon was exposed in this country? It is because of security, not what they carry on him.
Hey, you just slipped off. Sorry, my brother. Call back if you can, Chief. It's not my fault that you went off. Yeah, that's how it works. People works. That's not intelligence. When I say the intelligence community, that's something you will just go on. You just say, oh yeah, I come in to can't do this. No, you don't do that. And so, Mr. President, you got to preserve the sanity of those institutions, please. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, it is Moses Master calling from London.
Okay, from London. Moses, let's hear from you, Chief.
Yeah, pertaining to the audit, how is the president not going to take into account those audits that were done under his tutorship when he served as vice president? John Molu conducted an audit or audits. The 19 audits that the president did not execute. Why didn't he just review the 19 audits in the past before we go for the sixth year he wants to audit? We have audits that were done under his tenure, along with his boss, Madam Sarid. The audits are available. Okay? They are there. They were done. John Molu was part of his campaign team. Bring Molu back or bring your audit to GSC, go over the audits, and let's see what happened during his tenure. To refuse to bring into account the 12 years of which he served as vice president, it shows that there is some wish found that he's trying to advance. Why are you auditing only the 6 years when the 12 years were never audited? Mr. President, we did not audit then. It's not wrong for him to audit. There's nothing wrong. But then let's look at the audit that was done under your tenure. You were vice president. He was the vice president. There was the audit was conducted. Can you bring it bring it to the focus of the Liberian people so we know what happened to our money when the audit was conducted?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Chief, for your contribution, Moses. Let's listen to the next caller right here. Hello, how you doing? Make people in the audit business. Hello.
Right.
Yeah, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. This is Abraham Joy. I'm calling you from Seoul.
Go on. Korea?
From Korea.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see, Mr. President Joseph Boakai is just trying to be deceptive. Deceptive in the sense that why will you tell the Liberian people that before you take office, you declare? You are declaring your asset now weeks after you have paid it. That's just one. Then number two, you coming up to say you want to audit certain entities from 2018. Why are you not speaking of the last 12 years that you was vice president? Why are you not speaking of the last 12 years? So you're supposed to be talking about 18 years and then you're talking about 6 years. So why Joseph Boakai is trying to bring our country into chaos? Mainly you're talking about security sector. Why is he doing that? But I always say I will not blame Joseph Boakai. I blame the Liberian people because people want them and they refuse. So we there, like you always say, we get in there. Thank you for the show.
All right, thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Keep paying and keep playing. The winners are up and they are getting there. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, AB.
Yeah, hello, how you doing? Bro. Yeah, well done, bro. Let's listen to you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you so much, AB, for your continued effort to educate our people and your wisdom. May God continue to grant you that long life and prosperity and more wisdom. But AB, to the point, see, why can't they are displaying high level of ineptitude because since they got to power, the errors, you can see the error just keep moving on. So it's either they displaying high level of ineptitude or they are doing it intentionally to cause certain problem in the country because the probably not able to handle certain things. Now, when you come to the issue of audit, for me, I support audit. And it's simple. The only thing is that the audit be done from 2006 all the way now when Boakai was vice president. And when Boakai audit now, it will set precedent that after he ordered that will come with audit, it part of group. So for me, I support the audit. And he set that precedent for us to go forward. But it shouldn't be on the basis of wage hunt. Because many people, they can, where people do audit. And the audit, I don't know how people understand the audit to be. Or they ain't me, they're attacking you as an individual. They're looking for why you spend the money by what means, and then if there's a likely there will be a way that they can get that money back. So it's good that he do the audit, but let the audit reflect from the time he was vice president also. On the contrary, then it become a wage hunt. So they should get that in the back of their mind. We need to carry our country forward, and audit is one of the way forward for our country so that people can be accountable to monies that were given to them. But the issue, are you wanting to make it public to go? Can anybody public audit a CIA in America? Have you seen people audit a secret service security agency like that? They got their own internal audit because these things are coded. They have their own security code and what have you. I give you Bwaga Nana when they put there, say, okay, my man, we say the people want overthrow, but they and I say one send people there for teaching, but the operation at 10,000 or 300,000 that you were just explaining. But we give it to Peter Paul, Mary Brown, that Nina supposed to be there. People then signing people say, man, Nina coming in public. You Bwaga, when you get that money in the future, when they do audit with NSA, they must tell you, say, where Peter Brown, how can Peter Brown get that money? They must talk it to you, they must bring it. Bwaga is somebody who they need to be careful with. I think Bwaga come in this country to cause problem. I think so. Thank you, AB.
All right, thank you. Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Let's get on to the next caller here. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Hello, how you doing? Yeah? Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, AB?
I'm fine. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah, thank you. This is NDP from Chicken Soup Factory.
Yeah, NDP.
Everybody responded differently. Popo different. AB, you see, if people are not honest, if you never get this to lie to the library, that's what you expect. That Babina have nothing in your account. This is what you see today is doing nothing. No, if you not be honest with ourselves, the Papa tell us he left you all alone. At the end of the day today, you want you declare, I say, it's a good thing. Yeah, but for me, I was elated. And you understand it, AB? Let's be honest with ourselves now. What thing that Papa really want to prove? You're not even declare it. At the end of the day, you're not even put it on newspaper. Yeah, we'll be here down the law. But at least everybody down the law. You publish the law. Why they publish the law? You want to tell us because the 10 million that you get? How you get that 10 million? Want to know? How you get your money? You say you read man. A job of password and you see to that market people will be the full reject man. We want to know how you get your money. You get there, the day you live in public, someone know. And I can tell you every day, this quality they want to, they get there to want people. I can tell you. Maybe they just say, I'm going to get this support. And you know, for the NSA, now what you see, they want to all the type of target trade of everything. Now, they probably all in. But if they probably is very serious to fight for corruption, look at a party today. Look at a party chairman. Now, corruption and Kolugo, he is set to corrupt. Who can the 10 million? Who can the 10 million? You guys are corrupt yourself again.
What he's supposed to have really announced the auditing of the inaugural fund. He's supposed to have announced it to know whether former government officials were involved with eating the inaugural fund and all. Yeah, all those things. Thank you so much. Pascal, let's hear from you, please. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm really getting to believe Mr. Jeremiah when he said the old man is suffering from brain drain. You know, I really get, you know, the guy from Nima is, I'm getting it because it is only brain drain that will have people making the kind of mistake. I don't know the 40 years experience that they clean, that is so clean that they may get. I don't know how you got it. How you got it 40 years experience. Because everything is about mistake. Like you said about the NSA. Should be making report to Mr. Bwaga, who is the president, on a secret basis. How many of us in this country know the budget of NSA? How many of us in the country have NSA ever gone to the legislature to defend her budget? Journalists, I don't know. Maybe you be in the media. You can inform Liberians. How much is the budget of NSA that you call ignorantly? You know, Kun said the man has to be 10 point the man in 2023. So the man, I agree with him. But look, we got to be clear. This man admitted that he squandered, even though he was not the president. But how did he know that he squandered opportunity when he said he was serving in a ceremonial position? So who is asking Bwaga to go back to 2006? Obviously, it is clear that they were corrupt. It is clear. There's no argument. But
the issue about it's not even going back there. We got a most recent situation involving the inaugural fund.
Yeah.
That's the most recent one, though. It's not anything I got a while ago. Even the former government officials are also involved. We got a joint transitional team. So we wanted to know if Bwaga was serious, we could order that one in the meantime. The money that he gave to Dr. Tam, everything we order then we start entering going on. Then we know that we're getting that. But
look, let me be very clear. Whether audit or not, we are not against audit. But the issue of which nobody come to home any official. We very clear. The other day, Yeka was asking the old man, what you told the 10 million, and Yeka was being laughed. He called us speech. Very serious to fight corruption. Look, Mr. Bwaga
really agree with Kun when he said brain.
All right.
Your brain has dried.
Pascal, thank you. We can hold you at that. He Kun says that, and Kun is still working with him, and they are moving on strong. Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, hello?
Yeah, boss, go on. Let's listen to you. Your name, please.
Yes, Brother Abi, this is Prince Sharif, and I'm calling from the U.S.
All right,
specific
Mr.
from the East Coast, Maryland.
Let's hear from you.
You know, something happened here in the United States. That was one of the worst case of security breach ever that the United States experienced. With one 21 years old by the name of Jack, who is believed to have leaked some sensitive document from the Pentagon that talked about the war in Ukraine, United States plan, on Russia, blah, 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 and stuff like that. My brother AB, one of the reasons why in the United States here, there are certain things that are very, very, very secretive, and people are not even allowed to go near there, is because it has to do with the protection, it has to do with the integrity, it has to do with the safety and the survivability of this particular country. There are areas that people can't go. I mean, you can't go there. You cannot go there. You can't even try it. You will be 50 miles away. They will take you down. They will delete your record. Let me just put it this way. It's because it is highly sensitive.
Yeah.
In Liberia, one of the most sensitive security agency that we have, that is the nucleus of our peace. It is the nucleus of our information as far as security is concerned, dating all the way back to the 60s. It is that particular place called the NSA. The NSA play a very pivotal role, and let's say it here, a very pivotal role in today the country that we call Israel, in the establishment of Israel. Liberia play a very pivotal security role. I am not in the position to say it now. They play a very pivotal role. And this is the reason why, my brother, that place is highly sensitive and secure. Because when you open up that place to a civilian, there are many ways that terrorists can attack a nation. There are many ways that terrorists can break down the defense system of a nation. And one of the ways is when you expose your plans to them. If you allow any surveillance, and let me say this, my brother AB, we will resist it. Let me be very clear. They think that democracy, that building there, democracy does not exist there. You're not talking about your democracy, you're telling your democracy and carry it somewhere else. Democracy does not exist in the NSA. Let me tell you today, if people enter in that particular NSA, you know what they will be bringing out? They will be bringing out our security details that is defending us. You think that the police defending Liberia alone? You think that the army defending Liberia alone? Or you think maybe that how you call immigration? Democracy I repeat, democracy does not exist in that NSA. Joseph Newman Boyka, when you try it, you will not compromise the security of Liberia, the existence of Liberia. If any surveillance enter them, my brother AB, what is audit intended for? Is to be able to expose what is happening. Nobody conduct an audit and hide the document unless you want to say, yeah, they're happening. As far as audit is conducted, that document is exposed. And let me tell you this, do you know that there are Russians in Liberia who are terrorists? Do you know that there are people from Hezbollah and other people who are in our country? Look, people should start playing fun, and the United States should not play with Liberia. I will stop here. There are some things I will not say. There are some people who want to protect their interests that may be connected to the United States. They should not try it. And nobody should try that place. Democracy does not exist. We will defend the security of that country. You try it, forget it. I will stop here. Thank you, Brother AB.
All right, thank you, Chi, for your contribution. You are certainly great about that. And really, for me, that say, we used to have during those days. And I said people used to be tested driver and all the passing here. You know what area they put in your B? You know what you say. I gotta tell you account because you want sentiment. That you won't do your politics that the security sector you can't enter in to go do politics there. You look at different entities to enter in. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? Please go ahead quickly. Go ahead. Okay, sorry, my brother. Auntie, you ready? Hello, how you doing? Okay, so let me get on to this next call right here. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, how are you, AB?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, AB, you know, before Unity Party could be in charge of Liberia, they said they will shut down Freedom FM. And I can see the rap.
Did they really say that?
Yeah, because, you know, Unity Party, all their own there is just out there. You can throw everything out. Any plan they get, any decision they get.
Well, I don't 30 people in that down there can be talking about it now. Why you want to coin?
Yeah, so like Ome Bwakai, he proving all wrong or right. You like just get the Ome few times because since I got to know Ome Bwakai up to present, you know, put any kind of unique thing together that people will be discussing it now. You see, one of the failure of the president, the current president now, yesterday he said that people were paying horses on CDC. They stealing the Liberian people money. You know what the offense here? We hearing about $1 million horse for he himself. Then Ronnie here saying to we the Liberian, they see where Joseph Waka get a house, the how president we are get a house. And you are the media people. Mr. AP, please try and investigate how President we are really achieve accumulate a house, how Joseph Waka get a home. Let me be in the know.
All right, so thank you. So let me get on to the next caller. Let me get to this caller quickly. This person is one of our winners. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you?
Fine, boss. How's everything? I know you got your late thing.
Oh yeah, I got it.
The guy is saying, oh yeah. The way you can be talking low too. So how many times you play? I just want to know the number of times you play.
I played 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
Wow, you're lucky. Because some people are complaining you got to have a play. All right, thank you very much. Keep playing, and of course, congratulations.
You're welcome.
Okay, and so let me get on to this one right here, and I Crusoe will try to connect us. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Yeah, hello, how are you doing, sir? Go ahead quickly.
This is Thomas from the US. I just want to suggest to the House. The last time we have a committee on executive in the Senate, and I think this rule should prevail on the executive mansion and now conduct special orientation for the president and his security advisors. I don't know if they have security background, those are advising the president. Fact hole is the NSA, and you cannot fit square in round hole. GAC is a square, is wider than the fact hole. Elephant cannot enter the fact hole, but elephant can only look in the fact hole. The president cannot enter in there and then understand the terminology, but he can get the information from there. NSA is the top 5 security that brief the president every 2 hours and after every 2 hours before he start working, after he ends the job on a daily basis. If Joseph Walker can tell the Liberian people when NSA giving him his 6 o'clock briefing before he will start work, let NSA come with Freedom FM in our office if they can broadcast that. He is exposing the people. He know that when NSA briefing him before he start work, no press can enter there. Now the press secretary can enter there. Then he want the people to tell GSC how they operate.
Yeah, that's bad, man. I don't know who advised the old man on that trend. I don't know where he takes that from. I don't know where he takes that from. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
He want the NSA to tell GSC how many people at the Temple of Justice that spy on the Temple of Justice telling the president things.
You're right, man. That's bad. That's bad.
Orientation.
Okay.
Maybe let the Senate try to add that to their law. Every president during the transitional period, they should give them orientation.
All right. Thank you. Let me get to this person quickly on our winners. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, you are one of our plenty winners for tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, I just received it.
Yeah, I just received it. And you just played or you played long since? And how many times you played?
Since last night I played about 13 times.
And today, Umpa, how many times you play?
1.
You see how life is. The man played 13 times yesterday. He played 1 time today. He wins. But I'm telling you, people, quitters never win. You got to keep it up. All right. So, and I have just 5 more minutes to be out of here. Hello, how you doing? As you seen the numbers out there. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, AB. This is Aliyu Masale. How are you?
Yeah, Aliyu, go on quickly.
Yeah, AB, you see, I'm very, very confused. People elected Joseph Boakai. They said Joseph Boakai get 42 years experience in government. When he come, and he going to be a better change for the country. But I'm yet to see the experience that Joseph Boakai get, because he's too old to be making those kind of mistakes all the time. People say you have experience. We expect you to bring something good to the table. Because if GAC go and audit the NSA, any audit GAC do, they carry straight to the Senate. So are you saying that GAC will go do audit of the NSA and take it straight to the Senate for them to put it on the bidder for it to be public? You see, I don't really know. I just say I don't know who the security advisor to the president. And this is not time for politics. Politics time is over. Joseph Boakai, you are now a president.
Okay.
And you want to wait people, if you want to get people from the NSA and replace them with the people that are about the K-Trini,
okay,
you can do that, but not
that. No, not good, Ara. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, my first time talking to a female. This is Abraham Will right here on Face the Issues. And how you doing? Yeah, man. Okay, great. Did you play any game? Your name first? My name is Teresa. Okay. Did you play any cash giveaway game today? You play anything? Yeah. Oh, okay. How many times you played? I played 2 times today. Yesterday, I played 2 times. You played 2 times today. You played 2 times yesterday. Yeah. And today, when you won? Yeah. Yesterday, you didn't win? No. Okay. So keep playing. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, it's great interacting with my students winning, man. I can be too happy when I know my students are getting something in. All right, so 3 more minutes and I hit my next line up. Let me try to pick my red callers and so that we can get going right here on this very die. We're right here, folks. So that's what it is, and you can see for yourself. These are some of the things that we've been talking. You know, these explanations can bring us to understanding as to what really it is, and you know, and. Is there if you don't know the security about president? So what do you want me to say? I'm calling at me, yeah? You don't know if I don't know who they may have. Okay, and okay, I'm coming forward to you, Chief, and I'll forward to you, Gilman, and shortly I'll forward to you. Don't worry. All right, so it's right here, and a country, an interesting country, all kinds of terrible things. You know me sending me all kind of screenshot without me responsible for people palava. The fighting war in Ukraine. You know, be careful. Get your BBC thing where you buy a radio and be listening to BBC. The only time you will get problem with the person is off, and the person is off. The only time you with me, I will listen to BBC. The day they say war in Ukraine, and I expect nothing from Boakai. The moment they say the war coming, so the best thing Liberians can do now is to pray for the war to come down in Ukraine. The war must come down in Gaza. That's the only way you will get something. So your prayer point, don't focus it on Liberia for now. Direct your prayer point straight to Ukraine. That the war come down. That's the only way your problem will be solved here. Very good. Because the war all over the place. Don't forget to listen to the BBC so that you will know how to intensify your prayer. And so, and let me get to this one here. Just 2 calls I pick now, and then we go. President, they're not on. Ain't see there. Ain't see somebody problem. Ain't see there. All right. So, folks. Yeah, see, dialing the person number, and they are there, and they're not talking anything. They're not even picking it. There again. All right. So, and I will just show you on the screen as to who are the plenty number then I did what it did today, so I can just show you it on the screen so that you have it, which is very much good for you. So thanks so much to all of you for the time who played today. This is today's edition of the show. I will show you the date and all so that you have it. We can all go on as a team. And, this is our country, people. We can always pray for the best. Everything we say here, we don't say any other sentiments. We have no issues with anybody. We pray for the best for our president, and we think that the president will do better. And let's pray for that. But you got to be praying for what's happening in Ukraine as well. As you are praying for good things to happen here, pray for things to improve in Ukraine. Right? Okay, this caller will do quickly. Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm bad.
Okay, this is Abraham Godson William.
Okay.
What's up, boss man?
Okay.
Okay, great to have you on. Did you play anything today on Cash Giveaway?
Yeah. I played. I saw a message not too long. So.
Oh, not too long. You got your message. Yeah. Okay, great to have you on. And how many times did you play? One time? Is your first time playing?
Yes, sir.
And you just play one time, you just won one time. You can play plenty more than every other person in the country here.
Like, I heard about the program, so let me try. So I try.
Look how they try. You see where they try, let you the people who purposefully went there, they not even. Okay, thank you so much and keep playing, Chief. Okay. All right, great. All right, folks, that's all the time we've got, and the numbers are up. We have more than 20 persons. The number, very long numbers, and that you see here. I think I'll show some of you it. Yeah, there are more one today. Could you imagine? So the number of winners increasing on a daily basis. So the date is also there, and you will see as well. It's also on the dashboard up here, so you can see it, right? So you're seeing it from here. This is what we're doing. So you see, it's difficult for me to help anybody who I know, say, because myself, I even know what thing I know. I don't know what thing I know. So how do I help somebody? Because myself, I even know. So that even if myself place, I would not even win there. So you see it there. You see the number. The numbers are here. And the numbers here, you see here. So they are all dropping right down here. You see the blue field. So that's what it is. And thanks so much to all of you for the time. Until we are back here, God willing, do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.